Welcome, class of 2017. Thank you for finally showing up to something. It's very nice to see Dan Castelloni here on time, but more importantly, I'd like to welcome the teachers, staff, administration, the guidance counselors, and everyone who helped us reach this moment. We've sat in these bleachers for the past 4 years and listened to you guys being thanked for never really understood how hard you worked to get us here. A special thank you to Ms. Indich for being our class advisor and for hosting different fundraisers for our class. During this year, we did fudge fundraiser, competing with the juniors, which they smoked us in. We sold class t-shirts that were still on sale in Miss Indich's room for $8. And we had a Chipotle fundraiser that had pretty good attendance. We also had a Ryan Family Amusements bowling night. Awesome job on that one. Again, I'd like to really thank the teachers for all the support and guidance. In addition to teaching us, they coach us in sports, and they advise us in clubs, and have mentored us along the way. Congratulations, class of 2017. Now I'd like to invite Jess Holbrook to share in our class history.
All right, good morning, seniors. Good morning, everybody. Am I too loud today? No, we're good? Okay. Graduation's tomorrow morning. Some of us have been here for 5 years. Can you believe that? Now I'm supposed to go over the class history, but first I want to share a small experience I had when I came to DY as an 8th grader that I know that a lot of you, as well as the crowd, can relate to. My very first class here at DY was very anticlimactic. You know, I was 14 and I was all hyped about being in high school and for the first time, and I was really nervous and excited. And I sat down in a technology class and suddenly those jitters quieted down quite a bit. It wasn't exactly what I thought it would be. I remember sitting there and looking up at the clock. It was 8:40 and the bell was going to ring at 8:47. It seemed like those 7 minutes took years to go by. And I remember very clearly looking up at that clock and going, wow, 5 years. But we're here now, today. Geez, it's gone by so quickly. I'm sure many of you can relate to that. Most of the crowd probably can too, but honestly, we've accomplished a lot in the past 4 or 5 years. Our field hockey team won the very last ACL championship this fall with an undefeated season. They killed it out there, good for them. And I want to give credit to the DY varsity boys basketball team who made it back to the playoffs this year, won their first playoff game in 17 years. That was led by co-captains Travis Coppinger and Dylan Grant. Our color guard was awarded best guard for the 11th year in a row, as well as the winter guard winning their second championship this year as well. The Art Club and National Art Honor Society members clocked in over 400 hours of community service just this year alone. We have not just one, but 2 Harvard acceptances this year, and I wish the very best of luck to them and the 2 students who will be attending this year. Cindy Lee came in first place at the Poetry Out Loud competition last year, and we have had many great memories in the Poetry Out Loud competition, including Tanner Weiss's stunning performance freshman year, where he walked on the stage, realized his mistake, muttered an obscenity, and walked right off the stage. I also want to shout out to my buddy Alex Robles for being the most enthusiastic and committed tour guide, representing the ambassadors in our school better than anyone could. There you are, buddy. And of course, we have both Chloe Aresi, who was named our top athletic competitive female last night at awards night, who will represent us tomorrow at a New England competition, and the one and only Cam Nation, who will be making us proud next year at Davidson. I think the most important part about what we have achieved through our high school careers is how it has prepared us for the future. There are some of us who are more prepared than others, but honestly, I'm not really concerned. We are a strong group of people who will walk across that stage tomorrow morning. And maybe to some of our teachers, we seem like the laziest class they've ever seen, but honestly, I don't think we're half bad. Our experiences here at DY have made us who we are today. And I know that we will take those experiences with us in our future endeavors and never forget who built us up all these years. And we will be forever grateful to be raised by those from the Lagoon. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Kenny Schaffer, who will be performing 1,000 Years.
Oh, good morning. Actually, I'm going to do a little speech first. Kind of a last-minute thing, you know. So basically, I just had a little quote, I don't know, kind of hit me last night. I was kind of thinking about, what we're doing as a class and how strong we are as a class. And I don't know, I just felt this would be really important. So basically, if you remember, actually, I shouldn't say if you remember, you should know because of me and my passion. There's a quote from someone that once said, well, you coming on? And they said, and the little boy said, for what? And they said, well, for the train ride. And basically, all story through, I feel like that senior year and all through high school, it's just one crazy ride, you know? Yeah. Thank you. There's lots of twists and turns, like many others, you know, there's always that little bump in the road. There's ice on the tracks, apparently, you know, things like that, you know. And, you know, also I just want to throw a few shout-outs out there. First, let's, you know who you are. Why don't you stand up for us? Thank you. And, yeah, Emma Joseph, I got you. Let's see, what else? Duranje, right? Yes, yes. Anyone? Yeah. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. My best friend Chloe, who we've been friends for like, what, 11 years now? 11? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, however, which way this goes, let's do this.
Now we're going to start the class superlatives. So first up, we got best male friends, my fellow Condors, Travis Coppinger and Dylan Grant.
All right, and next we got the best female friends, and these two are, I think they live together, honestly, Hannah Morris and Julia Paini.
Now we got the best co-ed friends after they sit back down. So the best co-ed friends are Jack Harney and Julia Paini. For the most school spirit, Joe Bellinger.
And there's another most school spirit, and this one goes to Cindy Lee.
For the most likely to become famous, Cam Mazzoni.
And the other most likely to become famous, Tobiah Agurkis.
The biggest teacher's pet, Cindy Lee.
The other biggest teacher's pet, Abby Anderson.
Most likely to become a teacher, Trevor Work.
Also most likely to become a teacher, Darian Canberra. So the first class clown, she makes me laugh everywhere, on and off the field, Julia Paini.
For the other class clown, Joe Bellinger.
And the last one, most dramatic, goes to Daniela Valley.
You have to say something?
Now I would like to introduce Cindy Lee and Molly Ortiz, who will present the class gift.
Good morning, class of 2017. It's nice to see you all here. I honestly think this is the best attendance we've had all year.
So for reasons unknown, we somehow got put in charge of presenting the class gift.
Hey, I thought we agreed on no puns.
I said I'd try to keep them to a minimum.
Well, it's a good thing I came prepared. So, back to business. Cindy was trying to show me what the gift looked like, but then my iPad died.
But luckily, I had a picture on my phone.
We think that our class gift would be something that you'll all benefit from, especially if you're forgetful like me and your iPad is constantly dying and you don't bring your charger.
We think it'll be such a hit, you'll all be charging towards it at lunch.
So your class gift, the iPad charging and storage cart, will keep your iPad charged.
Plus it locks, so you don't need to worry about leaving them there.
So enjoy your class gift from the class of 2017.
With it, you can charge your iPad, free of charge.
Hold the phone. I thought you said minimal puns.
Actually, you don't need to hold your phone. You can charge phones in the station too. And next up, we'll have How Far I'll Go by Kaylee Marks, Tiara Watley, Kiara Watley, Ben Andrade, and Emily Ford.
perfect daughter, but I come back to the water, no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I tread, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, though I know it's true. See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. And the wind through my sail, the sea stays behind me. One day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far Everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything is by design. Everybody on this island has a role on this island. Maybe I can roll with mine. I can deal with pride, make a song of the saddest times. I play along, and the voice inside sings a different song. Roll with me. And no one knows how deep it goes. It seems like it's calling to me, so come find me and let me know what's beyond that line. Will I cross that line? The line from the sky to the sea. It calls me. I know I know where it goes. And it's lit to the shadow of the sea stays behind me. One day I'll know how far I'll go. And now we present Mary Kate Warner singing Coney Island.
Shout out to Izzy for picking this song like a year ago. Okay.
I found a letter in the mailbox today, and I said thank you for your thoughts, but I'm done. I said that I can never build this up right here, and he said that's why I can't work with you, son. I can't let this go, I'm on my way, and you can only hold my diamond ring. I go crawling back to the city I love, and it's already taken everything. I'm going to Coney Island to have myself a dog and reminisce why I still hate it here. It's all those people with their cotton candy eyes. It's so sweet, now put the train to gear. I can't let this go, I'm on my way, and you can only hold my diamond ring. I go crawling back to the city I love, but it's already taken everything. The ground is swallowing my options for release, and if it rains, they might just disappear. I counted 27 birds up there today. I'm thinking that's why I still love it here. Thinking that's why I still love it here. But I can't let this go, I'm on my way, and you can only hold my diamond ring. I go crawling back to the city I love, but it's already taken everything. It's already taken everything.
Thank you.
As I think the class historian pointed out, many of you have been here for 5 years. A couple 6, but that's a different tale for another day. But there's a few folks who have been here for 1 year, but they'll graduate with us. I'd like to invite our foreign exchange students to come up and say a few words. Come on up.
Wow. Wow. Do you want to speak first?
Emma, would you like to speak first? Or
Would you like to? You can go first.
Emma?
Is my speech in there?
Right there, in the book.
Does it matter? Guten Morgen. That means good morning in German, surprisingly. My name's Emma Dragon, and this year I was the exchange student from Germany here, and I arrived last year in August, so I've had about 10 months now, and I will only have one more. And it was my choice to go on exchange, but when I arrived, I was super scared because I was only 14, and all my friends and my family and everything I was used to was like 3,500 miles away, and I didn't know a single person here. So when school started, I was really lonely at first,
because everyone already had their groups of friends. But then I remember walking into my first jazz band class, and Mr. Pendleton was reading all the names, and when he got to my name, he asked me how to pronounce it. And I was like, well, in Germany we say Dragone, but here some people say Dragon, some people say Dragoni, and some people say Dragon. And suddenly this kid sitting behind me goes, wow, really? Emma Dragon? That's awesome. And since then, I've never been just Emma. I've always been Emma Dragon. So then in next jazz band class, there was two people sitting behind me, and sometime in the middle of class, one of them taps me on the shoulder, and I hear, hey, Emma Dragon. So I turn around, and these people, Dennis, Lou, and Francesca Barbie, start asking me all these questions like, do you guys have Wendy's or Dunkin' Donuts in Germany? Or do you know what Cheez-Its are? And then as the year went on, I got more questions like, do you guys have chickens in Germany? Do you know what Christmas is? And do you have YouTube? Fun fact, one of the creators of YouTube was actually German. Thanks for the research, Stephen and Jacob. Yeah, when I came here, I sadly missed the beginning of marching band because we don't have marching band in Germany. But then I made the best decision of my life and I joined winter percussion. And I made so many friends there, like basically my entire friend group is band kids. And I even made two best friends, Emily Ford and Abby Downs. And they are probably some of the best friends I've ever had. And then when the winter percussion season ended, on the last practice before finals, we had a full run through the entire show. And at the end, everyone was like basically half the band was like crying and sobbing. And then when we came back from finals, we got fourth. On the bus, I got this big picture of everyone and like signatures and all that stuff, and a box of tissues. And I think I used most of them. And now I have about less than 5 weeks left. Today is actually my 300th stay in the United States. And that means I have about 2 more weeks of school, 2 weeks at the West Coast, and then another week here. And then it's over. And I don't think I really realize what that means because for the school, it's just another student leaving, basically. But for me, it's like being thrown back into a completely different world. And that's really weird to think about because I was here for the past year. Like, I went to school here, I hung out with my friends here, I spoke your language, and like, I lived here. And I'd just like to say thank you to everyone who has helped me make all these wonderful memories that I will take home with me, and I'll save some money and try to come back as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hello, DY.
Hello.
My name is Christian Gustavsen, as we say in Norway. Some of you may know me as Christian, Chris, or Norway. For those that are unaware, I'm a foreign exchange student from Norway. Coming to American schooling, I was nervous, and being on crutches as a crippled Norwegian the first couple of days did not seem to help. Luckily, the people here at DY were and still are super friendly and helpful. Without all the help I got, I would not have had an easy start. The first couple of days were really stressful, and I was exhausted from trying to pay attention in class when everything was in English. One thing I noticed that was here at DY, a lot of students use slang most of the time. I remember this time in math class, one of my friends asked me, "Can I have that John?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And apparently that meant, "Can I have your pencil?" So I guess I learned that. Another time during soccer season, I was confused because coach asked people, "How are you doing?" And they would say, or they would ask, "How are you?" And they would respond with, "I'm straight." And I was confused what that exactly meant, but after some explanation, I realized that means I'm good. In the beginning, I also got a lot of questions about where Norway was, and people asked me if Norway was on the North Pole, which it isn't for some of you, but still, yeah. And then I've gotten a lot of questions about snow, because people think there's snow year round in Norway, and there's not. We have summer just like you, so we're not that different. So I want to thank the administration and staff and guidance for helping me out throughout the year and making my transition as smooth as possible, because it was really hard in the beginning. I do not know what I would have done without the support. I want to thank my coaches and teachers for all the help and their motivation to make me succeed. It was hard to fit in the beginning, but sports helped me a lot to get new friends. I want to thank my host family, the Carpenters, for opening their home for me, taking me in to be a part of their family, and supporting me throughout the year. I will be forever grateful for that. I want to thank all the friends I've made. I appreciate that you opened up and didn't judge me even though I was a foreigner. I know that's easy to do. I've had countless laughs with you and many more to come, hopefully. It's sad that my journey is coming to an end. I'm leaving in about 2 weeks. But as they say, everything good has to come to an end. Once again, I want to thank everyone for making this my most memorable experience, and Cape Cod and DY will always be my second home. Quick shout out to the boys. Go Dolphins.
Well, I had no clue I was going to speak today, but I want to say congratulations to us, my class 2017. I am so happy I'm in your class. I don't want to get too emotional. I am really emotional right now, but I want to say thank you for, I can call you friends. I mean, you guys are awesome. I want to say thank you to DY, everybody here. I've been here 3 years. It has been, this is my dream. I mean, this is awesome. I want to say thank you to all my teachers and every teacher, everybody. I appreciate it. I'm here, I'm graduating because of them, because of you and my family. I don't want to cry, but thank you so much for, I love you. Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow at graduation.
That's why I love our school. Everybody is great to everybody. The musical acts, people present. You celebrate each other's successes, because we haven't always had that. Sometimes people are like, yeah, that's nice, they did their thing. And the fact is, you are that class, and I'll talk more about this tomorrow. It really seems to be happy when other members of your class succeed or do great stuff and you're supportive. So it's great. We have a number of teachers retiring this year, and they've done some phenomenal work. And Darian and Trevor, we hope you join our ranks someday, because it's the most rewarding life choice a person can make. As many of us get older toward retirement, and I say this every year because it's true, you look back at life when you get to be of a certain age, and you go, wow, did I do something meaningful? Did I make a difference? You know, did I make some money, or do I do something, or design a thing? But did I matter to people? And one of the best parts about being an educator, and it's true of the folks today, is we can answer, you know, I think we did. We made a difference. We helped people have better lives. And the folks retiring this year, they represent over 100 years of experience in education. Not at all of it here at DY, but for many of the people on the list today, they spent their lives here, taking care of kids in the DY district and educating folks. Mr. Arsenault, he retired a little bit earlier. Feel free, a little bit earlier this year. Funny guy, teacher, dedicated. He had 42 years of education in. You may not know it, but he was going to be in a rock band, but then he decided to go into teaching. We have pictures. I can share those after you graduate. What a guy. Mr. Calise, back there. Mr. Calise. It's been here 15 years, I believe, at DY, Mr. Calise has, working in the evening program with most of some of our more interesting and eccentric young people. He's been involved in a variety of programs and done some great things over the years. And he's always here to help for things like last assembly. Because like many other teachers, we actually have lives outside of school on occasion too. And he's heavily involved into music, and I wish him luck having fun with that when he retires. Mr. Costa. Mr. Costa, please. Yes, thank you, Mr. Costa. Mr. Costa's been at DY 28 years. It's amazing. He's done some phenomenal work. I always have a special fondness for teachers with beards, but that's just a personal thing. But again, involved in so many ways with so many students, has made a difference, and it's been great. And he will be missed as well. Mr. Costa, thank you. And our last retiree, Ms. Martin, I think she's here today. Marilyn, please give a stand. Stand up. Many of you probably go, wait a minute, I thought she was my school nurse back when I was at one of the elementary schools. She was. And now she's joined us the last several years to help improve all our programs for nurses in the district and to design all kinds of things for us. It's been a pleasure working with Ms. Martin as well. So it's great to be able to do a little bit of recognition for retirees. And if you get a chance, underclassmen especially on the way out, say thank you. Seniors, please keep in line in March. Say thank you later. But it's always good to hear from people that, yeah, you did make a difference, so thank you, Mr. or Ms. And so that's one end of the realm of our tradition here. At the other end, you, the next wave. Hopefully those of you are going to go on and make a difference in the world. This is the good luck charm. Every year I have it for a class. So this DY class of 2017 will change the world. I'm a superstitious guy. I try to come up with something different for every class. But again, you're the unique class. But again, I'll talk more about that up tomorrow. It's my honor now to recognize academics. And I'm going to ask the superintendent to join me so we can recognize the salutatorian of the class of 2017 and the valedictorian of the class of 2017. Mrs. Woodbury. Academics, you're all in the game. We all work hard. We all know the key to success is really, really simple. Just pour everything you have into your academics all the time. Have no life. Have no food. Don't sleep very often. And just work, work, work. And somewhere in there, you try to find the right balance. And we all in our lives have to go, what's the right balance for me? But at the end of the day, there are people who seem to persevere and find the way to be the best absolutely they can be. And we recognize that in one simple way, in one dimension as part of our class rank process. We have 3 seniors who have over a 4.0 average, which is incredible. There's 9 students above a 3.75. For the rest of the school, that means 94% or better. And 29 of you sitting out there today have a GPA of higher than 3.5, that 88, 89, 90 range. That's incredible scholarship. And give yourself a round of applause. That does not happen accidentally. And as part of that, 2 people who've worked particularly hard and yet have been balanced. They're in clubs and activities. They're in athletics. They've represented DY in a great many spheres. The first person I'll call up is our salutatorian. His grade point average is a 4.1089. Congratulations to Camden Cam Mazzoni. Cam. And our valedictorian, the number 1 student of the class of 2017, with a pretty impressive grade point average as well, 4.2466, Cindy Lee. Cindy. And now, I'd like to introduce Mr. Brown, National Honor Society Advisor. Mr. Brown.
Good morning, DY. It's been my pleasure to advise the National Honor Society. The NHS holds 4 ideals: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. And the students I call up now are to be recognized for their outstanding achievements in this regard. Tobiah Agurkis. Abigail Anderson. Isabella Avalar. Grace Bent. Felicia Blackwell. Lucas Carter. Kylie Chapasco. Megan Coyle. Olivia Danowitz. Corey Fellows. Bridget Foss. Dylan Grant. Alexa Green. Jack Harney. Cam Hayes. Michelle Healy. Jessica Holbrook. Mike Julian. Cindy Lee. Jess Matthews. Cam Mazzoni. Jalen Moriarty. Joe Nguyen. Julia Nickel. Molly Ortiz. Julia Paini. Kenneth Patel. Amelia Rubin. Izzy Shaw. Victoria Wanko. Ryan Wheel. And Trevor Work. Congratulations, NHS. Well done.
And now, Ms. Maureen Kessler for National Art Honor Society. Ms. Kessler.
Good morning. Good morning, DY. Good morning, class of 2017. I'm honored to stand before you today to recognize six students who have not only achieved academic success, but they have consistently demonstrated the highest qualities in art scholarship, character, and service. It won't be surprising to see some of the same students who just received a gold cord come up and receive an Art Honor Society cord. The following 6 members of the National Art Honor Society have dedicated hundreds of hours over the last 4 years serving our school and our communities. I'd like to recognize each of you and award you with a National Art Honor Society Honor Cord. First, our National Art Honor Society President, Jess Holbrook. Our Vice President, Corey Fellows. Felicia Blackwell. Izzy Brazil. Julia Nickel. And Michaela Richardson. Thank you. I'm confident you will all continue your pursuit of service and excellence, sharing your gifts and your talents with the communities you find yourselves in. Thank you all. It's been a pleasure. I'd like to now introduce Miss Riley, who's going to give the Tri-M National Music Honor Society advisor.
Good morning. The Tri-M Music Honor Society is a program of NAFME which focuses on creating future leaders in music education and music advocacy. Each year, these students contribute individual and group service hours to our schools and local community and raise countless amounts of funds for music organizations locally and nationally. Students inducted into Tri-M embody high academic and musicianship standards. It is my pleasure to recognize our graduates from our chapter. Please come up as I call your name, and I'm going to start with our president, and she will hand out our cords as we go along. Tobiah DYRHS. Lucas Carter. I've known him since first grade. Bridget Foss. Kaylee Marks. Just in case you didn't know, Kaylee Marks was actually an all-state musician this year. Congratulations. Jessica Matthews. Michaela Richardson. And finally, the Queen Bee, Victoria Wanko. Congratulations and continue to make music. Next, I would like to introduce Dr. Funk, who will present the All Scholastic Awards.
Graduates, congratulations, you're almost there. Tomorrow's going to be an awesome day for you guys on that football field for one more time. As Mr. Jenks mentioned, Dennis Yarmouth High School provides a balance of education. We've just heard the tremendous stories about some of our high academic achievers, which we are absolutely so proud of. We also are extremely proud of our exceptional athletic program. We have a wonderful athletic program here. I have the benefit of overseeing it, and I can't tell you how much I enjoy watching high school athletes compete, whether it's at a hockey game and watching Jack Harney on an end-to-end rush and a goal, or Julia Paini on a field hockey game, or Liv Danowitz digging out a volleyball on our championship volleyball team. We've had so much success. We just watched Sam Feinstein have softball success as well, our top pitcher, continually in the state tournament. We've just had so much success with our athletic programs here. It's an absolute pleasure to be able to be involved in it. We have 2 Boston Herald All Scholastics, and I'd just like them to stand up and be recognized. Of course, our shot putter and discus thrower, and soon to be UMass Lowell track and field star, Chloe Aresi. Please stand. Chloe, with your accomplishments, it is absolutely okay to gloat once in a while. Okay. Our other Boston Herald All-Scholastic, our field hockey star, Julia Paini. Thank you. We have 1 Globe All-Scholastic at the moment, part of our championship volleyball team. She's an underclassman, and I'd like her to come down and be recognized. Abby Kreiser. The last award I'll present today, I believe this is the first time we've had a Dennis Yarmouth athlete win this. It's being given out by the MIAA, and is an academic/athletic award. The Massachusetts State Hockey Coaches Association and the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association would like to recognize academic and athletic achievement in the sport of ice hockey. Named to their all-star team this year is Camden Mazzoni. And just to leave you, again, good luck tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be great. We've got Chloe and Jasmine moving on into the New Englands. We, of course, have Cam Nation on June 17th, moving on into the state championship for the individual tennis tournament. And I'd also like to recognize, as you know, our track program has been outstanding for years, but I'd also like to recognize an underclassman who placed 4th in the decathlon, and I believe that's the first time we've had someone place at that point. Chris Carey, who may be participating in the decathlon at Nationals. So again, gives me tremendous pride and tremendous pleasure to watch these young adults compete for our school. You guys do such a tremendous job representing us. I'm so proud of you. Good luck tomorrow.
And now, Ms. Williams, the Educator of the Year for 2016. Ms. Williams.
Good morning, class of 2017. Forgive me if I don't make it through this without, collapsing into a heap of, I don't know what, but. Every year, the staff at Dennis Yarmouth Regional High School nominates a faculty member as Educator of the Year. And the person selected truly represents every one of the faculty members in this building that works so hard and so diligently to educate you all, the students of DY. This year's Educator of the Year has worked at DY for almost 15 years. On the nomination forms, some comments were that this person has put their heart and soul into DY and is creative, passionate, and smart, and works tirelessly to change student attitudes toward learning. This person has been described as simply amazing and the go-to person when people have problems, simply because of their talent at finding solutions. It's also hard to find a faculty member here at DY who does more for our students and for our faculty. This member advises one of our service clubs, modeling the importance of community service and involvement. She has served on multiple committees, representing the interests of both the faculty and the students. She has created new and exciting opportunities for students and faculty that improved school culture and celebrate student achievement. She has organized staff get-togethers, student awards nights, and this year even applied for a grant for a photo booth for seniors to celebrate their decisions on which college to attend, and also to celebrate students who will be first in their family to attend college. Remarkably, all of that is in addition to her primary job here at DY, where, as one colleague noted, most of her work goes unnoticed, but should be appreciated. To me, that's one of the most remarkable things about her, is that much of the work she does happens behind a closed door. And it's behind that door that she has touched the lives of students and staff, including my own, in ways that are both immeasurable and profound. I am deeply honored to present this award to someone I consider a treasured colleague and friend. Please join me in congratulating this year's Educator of the Year, Dale Fornott.
All right. There's very few times in my life I don't have words to say. I want to thank my mom. She drove from New Jersey today. And my very best friend in the world, my sister. And my partner in crime, Jen. I have to think, being a counselor here at DY is so amazing because I get to work with the most amazing people every day. I work with a staff of people who will give you anything. My department, I love them. They are my family, and you can't even imagine
how wonderful they are. And I've worked at another school once before a long time ago, and coming here to DY, I noticed really quickly that our staff and our faculty has something about them that no one quite understands. They give and they give and they give and they give. My God, one of the teachers gave me his shoes today to help one of you, okay? That's what they do. And I am so honored to be a part of this faculty and to work with the people that I get to work with every day. They are amazing, and I could never do what they do in the classroom. No way. So I respect the heck out of all of you. For everyone here in this room, I guess my message to you that I would really want you to take is you all deserve to be happy, okay? Even if things have happened in your life and you haven't been happy, know that you can be happy. You have the chance to go out there and do something great and be happy. Find what it is that you love to do and do it. And find a job and a career that you love to go to, because I do. And every day I come here, I love working with you guys, okay? All of you. Even the ones that sometimes you're always there, I love working with you, okay? Rock on. So the class of 2017, find your dream. And don't settle. Don't settle. Don't wind up in something just because you think you have to and because you have to pay the bills with it. Find something you love. Pursue it with all your heart, with all your passion, and make it happen. You have the choice. You can do it, okay? Congratulations. Thank you. Love you guys.
I'd like to call up Nora Bowie, the junior class president, for the senior send-off.
I'm a little sick, so sorry if you can't hear me very well. 720. That is how many days each of you has spent, more or less, in the halls and classrooms of DY, or 900 days if you came here as an 8th grader. That's 17,280 hours. 17,280 hours to win championships, get into Ivy Leagues, perfect art pieces, memorize marching band music, finally learn the quadratic theorem, and write an MLA format. And so, I ask you, what did you do with your 17,280 hours? One thing you definitely learned in your hours is how to have a good time. But in doing so, you were the role model to all of us underclassmen. The lessons you have taught me and all of us are invaluable. I, as well as every other patron in the student section of DY sporting events, will miss the relentless chants from Alex Robles, Joe Bellinger and Hammer, and many others in the stands, to the point of almost being kicked out. Everyone here has some sort of wild or funny memory from the class of 2017, and that is one legacy that will live in these halls forever. As one of the most memorable classes I can think of in my time at DY, this class always knew how to make others happy and welcomed. Among all the fun you shared, many successes in other areas were achieved as well. Athletic, artistic, musical, academic, you've given us a lot to miss. Not only will I miss the countless points gained in track meets from this class, Chloe Aresi, Jazz McFarland, and Emma Joseph, or the countless points lost in partner math quizzes, Jack Carney, but what I'll miss most is the countless laughs and memories shared with this class. Some of my best friends are leaving DY this year and headed off to bigger and greater things. Julia Paini has been one of my best friends and my parents' 4th daughter since 8th grade. If anyone has ever talked to Julia, you know just how hilarious she is, but you'll also know how generous she is. She never hesitates to give you a shoulder to cry on, clothes, a ride, a bed to sleep in, or call you at 12 at night just to give you advice. In fact, I actually consulted her about this speech. This is one of the many things I've learned from the class of 2017, that generosity, kindness, and humor can get you almost anywhere. Good luck at the University of New England next year. I know you'll do great, and I can't wait to watch you. Also, I would like to thank Bella Avalar and Cam Mazzoni for showing me the way a true leader should act. I was lucky enough to spend all year with these two and ambassadors, where I learned how to perfectly balance taking control as well as having fun. Me and Jack will miss you both next year, but you have prepared us well for the year to come. Good luck in all your endeavors in the future. So, class of 2017, this is it. No more hearing, would Izzy Shaw and Elizabeth Johnson come to the nurse's office during advisory? No more seeing Ronaldo's smiling face in the cafeteria, no more being asked for a pass in the library, and no more anxiously awaiting the 2:04 bell on a Friday afternoon. Now, you will hear your name being called on graduation day. You'll find new smiling faces in your college's cafeterias and be asked for $40,000 in tuition money. And you will anxiously await move-in day in September or August, and hope that your next chapter will be half as good as your 720 or 900 beautiful days in Dolphinland. Congratulations. I would now like to introduce Grace Bent, the senior class president.
Seniors, we made it. I did not anticipate how hard it would be to talk to you guys today. It's truly unbelievable to think it's over, but I want you guys to remember that we all have so much to be proud of. Congratulations to each and every one of you. I started off writing this speech, my final words to our class, when it finally began to sink in that high school is over. I remember hearing multiple times over the years to enjoy every minute of high school because it flies by. I never listened. I'm sure none of us did. But after the 4 or 5 years we thought would never end, here we are, a day before graduation, and the years really did fly by. Our class has been through so much together. We have all had many struggles over the years, and these past few months have been especially stressful. But one thing we could find comfort in is that we were experiencing it together. No matter what we were going through at home, in school, on the field, or in the classroom, we knew we weren't alone. I want to take a moment to thank Officer Nick and Officer McCaffrey for always being there for me to turn to when I need someone to talk to, get advice from, or even make me laugh on my hardest days. So thank you. Of course, as a class, we all want to thank you for keeping us safe, as well as the office staff and guidance departments who really run the school. We want to thank all of our wonderful assistant principals and our principal, who just happens to also be our favorite photographer, Mr. Jenks. Thank you to Ronaldo and our custodial staff, as well as the cafeteria staff, for keeping our school healthy. I know I can speak for the entire class of 2017 when I say that Mr. Morrison will be missed, and we won't forget the impact you have made on all of our lives. Last, but of course not least, thank you to all the wonderful faculty for everything you've taught us and for helping us to become who we are today. You guys are truly amazing. Tomorrow, after we all walk across that stage, a chapter of our lives will end, but a new one will begin. Life is all about change, and even though we fear it, we have grown accustomed to it. When you get emotional about leaving and start to fear moving on, don't forget 2 things that will never change: the memories we've made and how our class has become a family. Look to your left and right. Recognize that the classmate sitting next to you helped you along the way, and we are graduating united as one class and as one family. Whether you look at your high school experience as the best time of your life or your worst, you can be sure that we wouldn't have come out to be the extraordinary people we are if we had not attended DY. No matter where you find yourself after high school, and no matter what you find yourself doing, whether it be going straight to college, taking a gap year, traveling the world, or even entering the military, it's important that you remember one thing: where you came from, and that you will always be a Dolphin. No matter what you want to do or who you want to become, remember to always strive for greatness and work to be the best that you can. Start each day believing in your dreams, and know without a doubt that you were made for awe-inspiring things. This is a class that is going to make a difference in this world, and I cannot wait to see what you all become in 10 years. To finish my speech, I would like to share a quote with you written by Ruth Westheimer. Quote, "My favorite animal is the turtle. The reason is that in order for the turtle to move, it has to stick its neck out. There are going to be times in your life when you're going to have to stick your neck out. There will be challenges, and instead of hiding in a shell, you have to go out and meet them." End quote. When looking back at the chapter that will end after tomorrow, cherish the memories made, but be sure to leave room for the amazing memories you'll make in this next chapter of your life. We're on to bigger and better things. Congratulations, class of 2017.
"25 hours. Treasure the memories, nurture those dreams, look forward to giving you your diploma tomorrow. Think dry thoughts, never settle, find that passion, do it. It's in you. You've been a phenomenal class. Been that quiet class. You didn't need to talk about it. You did it. You're amazing. And I thank you for sharing your time here with us at DY. Mr. Pendleton, if you please. Thank you, Mr. Pendleton.